walk as the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's Drafts, your new homegrown.
Hello good people and welcome to Dad's Drafts. Let's get right into this traditional draft of the Edge of Eternities. The last one went swimmingly, and I also did a real life draft, past Saturday, with an amazing black-red deck, and I got first place. Let's see if we can get something similar together. Most of all, of course, fun, but hopefully also functional. Now, if you didn't already watch it, feel free to watch my tips on the best commons and uncommons of the Spider-Man set that's upcoming. And if you have any feedback for me, is it in this playing, is it in the drafting, in whatever, please do let me know. Also about the other Spider-Man video, if you watched it, feel free to let me know what you think of it. But so far, criticism has been mostly positive. Alright, let's get right into this. Now, as you might actually notice, I am a bit under the weather, so if you like my voice even less than normal, that makes perfect sense. Wow, we have quite a pack here. It's obviously clear what we're going to pick. I think this is maybe the best card in the set. Pretty much, I don't think you want to play this on turn 3. I think you want to have a way to keep this alive. But if you play it on turn 4 or 5, for instance, and you have a way to protect it, or you have a way to instantly get the reward from this, it's absolutely bonkers. I'm going to play this. I've never played with this before. However, I have once used a tractor beam on the opponent's one, which was a lot of fun because, you know, then you get the bonus. So I'm definitely going to play this. Whenever I cast my second spell, I get either 2 1/1s or I put a counter on each creature I control. Alright, now, no real amazing white cards in this pack. There's a lot of black and blue. I think the best thing in the pack is probably the Graph Kill. Don't really care about the land. There's also this Sweeper, which of course does a lot of stuff in white. And the Surveil is not too bad, but I think we'll get many of these. So for me, it's, I think, either of the black cards or maybe the Relations, but I want to be double spelling. I think it has to be the Graph Kill. I think Graph Kill is better than Relations, so I don't want to put myself into 2 colors too soon just yet. Now I wish I had taken the green card. Halia is pretty good. There's also Beckoner and Virus Beetle and Faithful stuff, which are very good as well. But I think the Graph Kill is good enough to at least try and stay in black. Faithful is okay. And we will hopefully have some tokens. So I think I'll go for the Faithful. I think it works together just fine. But I have to keep an eye on this pack, because whatever comes around will tell me a lot about what's open and what's not. I think we'll probably get the Elemental back and maybe the Tenderfoot or something. Anyway. Wow, there's still quite a few black-red cards. There's also this Giga Chad, which is amazing. But we are not yet in white. White-blue. Honor is okay. It's very good if you want to be double spelling. Now, I think double spelling for us is good, but I shouldn't make it the whole theme of our deck. So I should probably just be picking the best cards here, which is probably the Zealot or the Enhancer. I think I'm going for the Enhancer. Yeah, still, well, maybe I could just settle into black-white. Yeah, I'll go for the Zealot. Wow, another Zealot, also another Luminary. Black-white seems open enough. Zealot is... Maybe the Luminary is better. No, I'm just going to take the Zealot. 3/2 for 2 is already pretty good. You don't have to be sacrificing a lot or whatever. Well, black-white seems very open. I've played against someone who once had this thing and absolutely killed me with it. But I also fear that often it might be a dead card. I think I'm going for the boosters over the swarm color. I've been impressed by these boys. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think we're going into the massacre thing, but it is quite a beating. Do I go Faithful or Radiant Strike? I think Faithful. We have a removal spell already, and we will most probably pick up more. I'll go for the swarmy dude. Now there's an Evangel. Wow. So if we can get a lot of small stuff, we will most definitely just be... this was, by the way, I didn't expect the Virus Beetle, but I think one or two of the cards that were in there were the ones that I mentioned. So we just need stuff to sacrifice pretty much. And like Perigee Beckoners, I guess. Because if I get a Perigee Beckoner and play it on anything, I can just sacrifice it and it will come around. And I should always keep in mind the sideboard options. But so far we're mostly black. Way more than we are white. Ooh, Vestige is nice. It's probably better than the Sir Von Dam. We might actually get this back, considering how open it was. So I'm going to take this Vestige. I think it's best in a landfall deck where you can ramp yourself. But if you play warp this on turn 4, it's just draw a card, put something onto play. I think it's very good. So I'm definitely going to play it. Man, the Eldrazi art is just... it's crazy stuff. Just glad that that stuff doesn't exist in real life. So we have boosters. So far I like what we have. I would like to get some of the 1 mana black sacrifice something stuff. Would be interesting, but we're not going there. I'm going to go for the Luminary. I think we're going to need some stuff to sacrifice to go through our deck. Luminary does exactly that. Ooh. Of course, now there's like 3 or 4 cards in one pack that I would like to get. Banishing Light or Embrace? Oh, this is difficult. I think it has to be the Banishing Light. But man, I would love it if one of these 3 comes around. Wow, Luminaries for days. Yeah, I'm definitely picking all those up. Prospector or another set of boosters. I think we're pretty good on 2 drops already. Guess I'll go for the boosters. Can you imagine putting the boosters onto the Colossus and then just swing for 10 in the air? More boosters or the Zealots. So now the packs are drying up a bit. I'll go for another boosters. I don't think I'm going to play either of these. Don't really care about the heavy. Total mana value 3 or less. I don't think I'm going to play it, but if we get some 1-drops, maybe we can, because we might be sacrificing some stuff cheap or early, and then just play this. Well, he came around, so that's actually pretty decent. So now we want to go really wide. And unfortunately, I don't expect one of the black cards in the next pack or the pack after that to come around. Yeah, because, you know, black-white is open, but it's not like black and white are open. So there's actually nothing in this pack left. But we got a Banishing Light, so it's not the end of the world. Return target non-creature, non-land permanent card with an X from graveyard to the battlefield. So if we get to mill our Banishing Light, I guess. But other than that, it's just a 5/4 flyer. Maybe the Sweeper. Grafkill, Charm, or Knight Captain? What do you do? Exile target creature or planeswalker. It is quite heavy on the black mana, but it is probably the best card, and we're not going into 3 colors, so I'm going to take this Charm. But there's something to say that maybe the Grafkill would be better. Oh no, there's a Delicacy, which I like. I think I like it more than the Battlecruiser. We don't have, well, we have the Vestige, of course, to crew this up. But does it beat the Delicacy? I don't think it does, especially because we have some sacrifice stuff. Depressurize, Faithful. I think I'm going to need the Titan. We are going to need some card draw here. But we kind of need 2 drops here. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I think. Oh, I actually think I want to play the Monoist. We kind of got. I think we were in the open colors from the start. But I think people around us either got into black or got into white late, because we got a lot of luminaries and things like that, and now it's not really that impressive. Yeah. Okay, I'll take the 2-drop here. I know it's best in green white, but still. Excuse me. Wow, that's a very late Banishing Light. Yeah, so our curve is not amazing. Oh, I love the Captain. We could still play the Blade of the Swarm thing. Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate that whenever it felt like some packs were really full with a lot of cards that I wanted, and of course you can only pick 1. But then other packs, they were just meh. So we don't have a really high curve. So maybe I'll just go 16 lands. And it is a bit unfortunate that we got 0 of the Perigee Beckoners. The question is, how good is the Reclaimer going to be? I think it should be fine. Let's do it like this. Yep. I mean, there are chances, of course, that whenever we play a Banishing Light or the Sweeper, or we sacrifice the Sweeper and then we get it back, that's all fine value. But I'm not too sure. Doesn't seem... I'm not too impressed. But this is keepable. Probably don't need any more lands here. Would like to find a 3-drop if he doesn't counter this. Okay. Yeah, that's a good card to just get through your deck, filter stuff. Okay. I don't think I'm going to play the Vestige next turn, unless I draw a 4-drop. So I'm just going to wait to see what he plays, because I don't really care about the 2/3 Death Touch. If he plays something else, I might use the Delicacy. Okay, so I don't care about that. Now I'm just going to use the Delicacy. And I think I have to play the Vestige. Simply to draw a card, I guess. Maybe I'll draw a 4-drop. So many lands. Well, at least I know he's not going to counter it, so we might as well do it now. Well, I guess it's going to be a land, but this is not ideal. We are drawing a lot of lands. That's why the sweeper would have been amazing. So we could actually go Vestige into boosters and then equip the boosters to the Vestige and attack for 8 in the air. Oh man, can you imagine so many lands? Well, at least we get our card advantage, but we are quite flooded here. So we don't have enough to play and equip the boosters. And he has no death touch, so it seems like we can safely attack for now. I guess he's going to chomp. Don't really care about the death touch. The next turn we could go boosters into equipping it, I guess. Okay. Oh man. Okay. You could have another counter spell, but we have enough mana to play the... Okay. Maybe I should have used the boosters. I didn't. Who main boards annul? I mean, it's just, you know. I must say, I expected him to double block here. But maybe he has something impactful. Nine lands. Cryo Shatter, perhaps? So many 2-drops, and we saw only one. Oh. Well. Yeah, I was about to say he should probably bounce his own creatures. Yep. At least we get some kind of... Okay. So now I'm not going to sacrifice the delicacy just yet. He should probably crew it up. I mean, I don't think he's going to block. Okay. I'm going to keep the Titan up with the delicacy. Because I'm going to need card advantage. No, I'm not. I think I need to go wide here. If he wants to station this one up, he has to tap 2 more creatures. And with this board, we might be able to prevent him too. Wow, did he warp it? That's interesting. He might have a board wipe as well. Graph kill, I guess. Even if he kills the Titan, I think he's just dead, right? Okay, so now we just swing with everything. Because they gain Death Touch. Seems like he badly needed that land. I wonder what he has. Maybe depressurize? Okay, so I'm just going to swing with everything. I wonder what he has. This doesn't affect the board at the moment, so I guess he's going to block the Titan. Maybe he has a bounce spell. I think he wants me to sacrifice the delicacy first anyway. Yeah, so it is a bounce spell. But that's no real big deal. Okay, so we lose the Von Dam, but he loses his freighter. And now we can play the Titan and the drone, and we'll still draw a card. I must say it was very risky of him to warp the Code Cracker Hound. Wow, Reclaimer's actually very good with the delicacy. Wow, didn't really think about that. Sure. So I think he can only block creatures with flying. Okay. Well, he found action. Ooh. To the battlefield. Yeah, that's strong. So now we can pretty much force him to attack. I'll just get rid of his sentry because he has to block both of these now. And yeah, I can just do it again next turn for its full cost, so I think that's pretty good. We'll just go delicacy. I don't want him to gain any life. Okay, good game. We didn't really have lethal there because he could go to 1. But is there anything we want to change? I don't care about the command bridge. No, I think for a game where we were quite flooded, I think we did very well. And now we know what the opponent's playing. He has the counter spells. He has the annul, which is very important for us. Okay. Opponent goes first, I assume. I will keep this. We are on the draw, and there are more lands. Now, I want to make sure that this, try to make sure that this at least lives for another turn. So I'll just go for the sweeper first. Make sure, or at least annul, really. Man. Okay, maybe I should have played around that. Oh, then again, otherwise he would have annulled my Banishing Light, so it's not the end of the world. And then again... Oh, does he have another counterspell? Oh my goodness. Why do you have so many counterspells, man? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I think we'll just go double Zealot. But that was a painful start. What are the odds of him having both of them in his opening hands? Maybe he plays even more than those, but don't expect him to attack. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we can just Banishing Light that, and I think we will. Simply because I don't want him to get any card advantage. Otherwise I would have played the Von Dam. They would become 4/4, we deal 8 damage. Then we can block him. No, I don't think I want to risk him getting any more cards. So let's just go Banishing Light. We'll deal more damage to him. Okay. I thought as much. I mean, if he has another counterspell, I'd rather have him counter this one than the bomb that we have. So let's just attack with both. Probably bounce one of my dudes. Sure. And now we can double spell next turn, which is nice. Unless he makes me discard. Now, do I want 2/2s or do I want counters on everything? I freaking called it. I called it. Oh. Man, that was sour. Okay, so we can... He has to attack too, but then his board will be pretty much empty. I think we'll just go for that. I'm not going to let him draw any more cards. So this is fine. Now do I want to... He can only block that one. Nah, this seems good. I think we just have to push it. I'm just going to push. I have a follow-up play. I know we both lose 2 creatures, but he goes down to 3. I'm not going to sacrifice anything. He has no blockers. We have 2 creatures. So he has to keep top decking action or removal or whatever. Okay, so we still win here. doesn't really matter. Okay, first win in the pocket. Now, what are the odds of him making me discard the bomb? I thought it was going to be with a virus beetle, but him just picking it out and tossing it aside, that was just such a gamer move. Anyway, we got the first win. Let's see if we can keep going. Okay, let's go. Must admit, I would like to win the die roll in some of the matches. But the deck that I had with the real life draft was absolutely nuts. Black-red, I could take over his creatures, sacrifice them. People got salty. We're on the draw. We'll probably draw a land within 3 turns. I'm going to not jinx it. And even if it's a black one, we can just play the Monoist. Wonder if we get into a counterspell deck again. No. Okay. Not warped. No, I don't really care about that. I'm not going to attack into it. Would like to get the planes at some point. Now, we really need the planes. Only black lands, only white action. It's not ideal. Yeah. I think we're in no position to attack here. Maybe I have to sacrifice a creature to surveil, which feels very bad, but I have to find a land, preferably plains. I definitely need a plains now for the Banishing Light. Oh, well, Graphkill will also be enough. So I'll just kill it now, because otherwise it's going to be problematic. He has fancy lands, I must admit. Good card. I just need to keep my life total as high as possible until I find the plains. There we go. Still only 1 spell. Guess I'll just use my mana to the max. It's also the best blocker, because if he kills the creature, we still have something. Okay, but I guess we get 5 damage here. Unless he starts screwing that thing up. So now it has to be Luminary. We are hanging on by a thread, but I think this is what we have to do. I think I want him to start crewing up his kill ship, so that we get to use the Banishing Light on it. But we might get one hit from it. Okay, well, I guess we'll be jumping. Well, not that damage. I want to use the chomping for the kill ship. Man, he's putting a lot of pressure. Still need another planes. Okay, that is another planes. And I think we have to get rid of the kill ship. I would like to get some life gain. Or maybe our bomb from the top. And I actually don't want to block with the drone, because I want to have the counter. Wow. Okay, well now I'm actually going to block the 1/1. If he wants to use the trick on the drone, so be it. Okay. Yeah, it's good stuff. This costs 3. I think I'm going to equip the boosters to the drone. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think we can work through this. Yes, look at his card draw. I mean, he has 16 lands left. I mean, 16 cards left. 15. And we're 24. So he drew 9 more cards than us. Okay, so let's just equip this there. Play the Monoist. And hope to stay alive. But we're going to need an answer for the Shepherd and also the security, because he's just going to tap our stuff down. Would like to get the Dubious Delicacy for life gain and killing purposes. And if we don't draw anything like that, or maybe like the bomb that we have, I don't think we can get back from this. Yeah. Seems like he found an answer to my drone. Okay. So let's just do the most obvious block here. We go down to 4. We get a 2/2. But we're dead in 2 turns. Or maybe even less. Dude. Okay, so I think we have to warp this. Maybe this can keep us alive one more turn. But as I said before, I'm going to need something against the flyer that might work. We have nothing to put in play, unfortunately, but oh, it even comes in tapped. So I think we're just dead here. Let's see, he can tap 1. He has 4 attackers. No, we're not dead yet. Yet. I don't think it will be long. Yeah, 4 life is okay. I think now we're dead. He just taps 1. He doesn't tap 1. We're still dead. Yep. Okay. I'm not sure if we have anything that we can put in which is good against him. No. We don't have anything. That's pretty much it, to be honest. We have no artifact removal. We have no... What is it? The destroy artifact or tapped thing and gain 3 life. Would have been nice. But at least now we're on the play, which feels good. So yes, I would like to play first. I would like to keep this hand. And let's see if we can maybe show him what our deck can do. Let's just see if we can put 3 damage on him, which is better than 2 damage. Seems like we can. He's going to ramp. Do we care about that? I think we do. This might be the wrong call, but I think him having 4 mana on turn 3 in his kind of deck is pretty big. Okay. Guess I'm going to sacrifice the Delicacy. Hope he taps out so that we can go... Okay. Well, at least he has no blue. Okay, so let's not mess this up. Do we have great attacks if we can put 3 counters, or we can have 2 2/2s? I don't expect him to block, so this is fine. And if he did, we could instantly sacrifice some tokens and stuff. I assume he has some kind of removal spell for the Zenith, but we still have quite a board presence. I don't expect us to be double spelling next turn, unfortunately, because we don't have a lot of card draw stuff. And he doesn't have great blockers still, because he can block mostly creatures with flying. Onto the battlefield. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Okay, that is unfortunate. Okay, so if he does this again next turn, he's dead. Now I'm just going to let him attack again. Sacrifice the Honored Knight Captain, because we can find the flying artifact thing. And of course I'm just going to block. I mean, I think I am. Okay, so he's at 9. So we cannot block his flyers anymore. Okay. I would like to draw some action here now. Actually need to draw some action here. This is just sadness overload. So flooded. I could be playing 15 lands actually with this arena thing. Oh sure. So I guess the Zenith is dead. That does help. 1 or 2 target creature is an instant, so we can sort that out later. Okay, it is still looking good. Exile target creature or planeswalker, yeah. So, but then we still don't have lethal. We can return 2 things. It says return 1 or 2 target creature and or planeswalker from the grave to the hand. So then we could be double spelling again. Put 2 counters on target creature control against lifelink and end of turn. So he has to block the Evangel here. I think this is the best thing to do. If he doesn't block the Evangel, we just win here. I think. Okay, so I'm just going to sacrifice the 1/1, of course. Yeah, I think I want that on top. We cannot kill him now. So I'm just going to keep up the charm depending on what he does. Because we can exile target creature planeswalker. Okay, that is annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it is annoying. We'll get the Zenith back and just go crazy with the going wide situation. And let's just hope he doesn't have a counter spell. If he casts a second spell, so I have to play this first. And then we have 5 mana left. And I just want to go very wide. So that next turn we can kill him. I'm playing the Zealots because the instant speed sacrifice bumped the Evangel big. Could be good. But I don't really care about the kill ship or the freighter. Because I think we can still go wide enough with damage. I think we just have to go. I'm not sure. Maybe he miscounted. Okay, so Banishing Light also helps, of course. I think Luminary is the best thing to... Well, I can just warp that as well. And maybe I misplayed this. Maybe he has the pay 2 counterspell thing. Okay. Okay. We got there. So that actually was way better than last game. We actually got to do some stuff. Now maybe I should put in more boosters. Maybe it's better than the Titan actually. I'm not sure. Boosters are very good with the Knight Captain. Well, we won like this. Let's just try it again. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's not fast, but we are on the draw. We have many 2-drop that we can draw. And if not, we can always go Monoist into Faithful. Okay. So there's a 2-drop. Also very nice thing to sacrifice, by the way. Oh, hello. So I think we want to play something that he cannot count. Why would you? Guess we'll just attack. Maybe we have to sacrifice the Virus Beetle for our card draw thing. But then again, it would not be the end of the world because we have the Charm. So whatever dies or whatever we sacrifice, we can get back later. And I don't want to sacrifice the Monoist. Okay, it is an interesting combination if you have the mana for it. Delicacy is also very good. But I'm going to need lands here, so I'm just going to sacrifice my Virus Beetle. Okay, I said I'm going to need lands, please. Lands. Those things that give mana. Man. I think even if we draw only lands this game, I think we can still win. Not sure why you would attack like that, but okay, so he is tapped out. He has a 1/1 and a 1/4. Still no lands, which is very annoying. What do you do? Well, I have to discard otherwise. I'm just going to play this now. He has no counterspell. And maybe there is a world where we actually get to find some more action. But it sucks to be mana screwed. Wow, he must have found removal. Why would you otherwise ditch your emergency eject? Come on. Opponent's on 7. Well, we can get it back with the Archmage Charm at some point, but losing like this is just so annoying. Hey. Nice. It's a land. Put a permanent card, so we can just put the Banishing Light. Let's find our next swamp. I must admit, it would be quite salty if we lose like this. Because we had the best hand, I think. But we just didn't get to play it. Now, of course, we're still at 17. So we can still get there, especially with the charm. But this is not how it was intended. If he attacks with the Code Cracker Hound, I will just block. Because... oh my goodness. Are you freaking kidding me? We're just actually losing because we're just not drawing any lands. Oh, I hate this so much about this game. I mean, it's not like, oh, there's a lance. It's not like he's even... it's not like he has a great deck or something. It's just... well, it's too late now anyway. Yeah. Man. That just sucks. Okay. I think we would have had him otherwise easily. Last game, let's see how it goes. Okay. Seems like the opponent did a very fast mulligan. Okay. I'm not going to block anyway. And I think I have to play the Faithful on something small. Hey, wow, look at that lance. So now I'm just going Monoist. And that one I'm actually willing to trade for the Pilot. Next turn we can go Captain into Beetle and then sacrifice... oh. I think we have to kill that one actually, next turn, with the Graph Kill. Opponent's playing very aggressively, I don't mind. So we're definitely killing Halia. And we'll just attack for 4. Opponent might attack for 2 unless he has lander tokens, but he's red-white. Wow, he is playing interesting cards. If he attacks with a land seeker, I'm just not blocking. This could become a 4/4. Would like to draw land here. Wow, opponent's playing 3 colors. Interesting. No land, unfortunately. I think I still just sacrifice the Virus Beetle. No, I want to keep my white up, please. Okay. Oh, it's not actually sacrifice, okay. So now I think I'll just attack with the Evangel. I wonder if he has something. Guess we'll find out. Maybe this is risky, but guess it's not. Okay, so he can look up for a legendary, but what does this say? Other tapped legendary creature could all have indestructible. Okay. But at least we can start doing some damage here. I think I want to get the Banishing Light on the Survandam. So let's just go Captain and keep up the delicacy, I think. Yeah, this is looking good. Next turn I'll Banishing Light something else. We can just kill the Van Dam in response. Or in response at least when it just enters. Wonder what else he has. Okay, so I guess before he can do crazy stuff. And we'll just Banishing Light the Dual Sun Adapts. Then I think we're good. Why would you tap? Is he suicidal? He's just dead. Okay. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but it's an interesting game. Not really a challenge, I must say. Maybe he just had a very bad hand and then he had to keep another very bad hand. I mean, I'm just speculating, of course. So it could be the last game. Still a bit down about this stupid game where we drew 0 lands. But hey, that's just part of the game. Okay, this is terrible. This is decent. It feels bad, but I think it has to be, well... So we know he's aggressive. Yeah, well, let's just go Zealot. With Vestige we can put the Luminary into play if we want. So now the Halia is coming back. And I wish we had kept our Banishing Light. So it seems like we have to find a removal spell. Now we have to find a 2-drop, one of many which we have, and then we can pop off. But of course the odds of that happening are very slim. It's like 1 in 6, I think. I just assumed that he was going to play the... Okay. Well, at least he's not using a removal spell. So, if we want, we can... Well, he has a 5/5, which is also scary. And he's attacking with it, which is interesting. It is a 2-drop, actually. We have to try and raise him. So whenever that's tapped, it has indestructible. Oh, man. He's got all the rares. Well, at least he's not drawing cards at the end of this round. Wow. That is very unfortunate. He has menace as well. So if we want to live, we need 6 blockers. And now we lose pretty much our whole board if he attacks with everything. And the Halia has indestructible. Okay, well, I'm just going to assume that he has nothing and give it our most profitable blocks. Unless I miscounted and we're already dead. So we'll be jumping that one. Like that, I guess. No, I'm going to need land. So we're at 1. I'm not sure what can keep us alive here. If we find an answer for the flying thing, maybe. Okay, well that is quite the top deck. That is a very good top deck. Now let's just hope that he doesn't have a removal spell. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Okay, that is not a removal spell, but he is yet again gaining life. And making his stuff bigger. Okay. Well, we stopped his attacks, but would like to double spell, but I don't think we are going to. Oh my goodness, I misplayed. Oh, that was terrible. I should have played the swamp. I was going to play the lifelinker. Well, if he has a kill spell, he would have killed the lifelinker anyway. Okay, that is very painful. If he attacks with a Pangolin, I'm just going to block with the Titan, because the Titan is going to kill us anyway. Okay. Oh, we're just dead, I think. No, we're not yet. He can tap something. Yeah, I'm just... These last few turns have been pretty dramatic. Putting the wrong lands. It even comes in tapped, so... I could sacrifice the Vestige, so that at least we can get a swing with the lifelinker. I think it's probably better at the beginning of your end step, yeah. I also have to sacrifice the Voidforge Titan at some point. Okay. Also something we cannot play, unfortunately. Okay. Let's just put a lot of jumpers on the board. Simply because he's going to tap stuff down. Yeah, I thought as much. This makes sense. Now we have no void trigger. Otherwise we would die. This is risky business. Still think he doesn't have great attacks. He can pump something, but then we can just block it, I think. What? Okay, I'll take it, but I don't see why you would give up. Anyway, I think we did pretty well. The game that we lost, which prevented us from getting to 3 wins, was unfortunately the game where we ran out of mana. Now, thank you for watching. If you like what I did, if you have any feedback for me, please do let me know. Also, feel free to click some buttons, and I hope to see you next time. Peace.
Grab the card, shuffle dreams in the palms. Dad's drafts roll heavy, we bombing like psalms. Stacks on the table, strategies the flex. Running these lines like counterspell checks. Dad drafts in the zone, pulling rares from the throne. Mana on the stack, magic seeds we've sown. From poppers to planeswalkers, the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown.